Okay, hi. Now we're going to go on to step number 2, which is actually your applying the Mod Podge and the label to the back. The labels are all located on the Rancho Rocks Facebook page. I take them and I cut them up and put them in a little jar like this so that I have them all ready to go. So we're going to take a label out of that, and I use Mod Podge. So this is the Mod Podge, okay? Little brush, apply it to the back of the rock, okay? Then I take the label and put it on the label, making sure I get all the corners, and then I put it on the rock and put your Mod Podge on top. When you're doing this, you want to make sure that you get all of your corners down and all your air bubbles out. And this is precisely why I like to buy my rocks at 2 to 3 inches. But sometimes when you get these little smaller rocks like that, you can make a set of ladybugs and make like mama and baby and all that. Okay, so there we go. After that's done and it dries fairly quickly, then you're going to apply your gloss. I use this gloss in a can. You can also buy it in a spray can like this, okay? But the spray can is just too messy for me. So I take my my gloss and I put it in a container like this, and then I'm ready to seal it when it's done. Now, to move on to painting, we're ready to paint a rock, okay? So first of all, my rocks are all painted, and you decide, first of all, what you're going to paint. I try to paint from pictures because I'm not an artist and I can't really paint from I'm just not very talented, okay? I use what's called dotting tools. My dotting tools are these little things that they use at the nail salons. Okay, I bought them on Amazon. They have large ends and then they have small ends, okay? I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to paint this little monkey on here. And paints I buy over at, I go to Walmart. They're about 50 cents over there at Walmart. So get my paints ready. I'm going to use a beige and a brown. Okay. And I put him on my plate there. Okay, so we're going to start with outlining him. So he's kind of like an hourglass, if you see that. And you're going to dot, dot, dot. Okay, and then you're going to go in, okay, and then go another round. So he's kind of like a cute little hourglass. Then we're going to put his ears on. So you just kind of dot, 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 and then fill in, cover it in. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? I'm very impatient, so I move quickly. After we get that part done, you're going to rinse off your dotting pin. I always have these nice little handy wipes here from the paper towels handy, and I wipe it off good, okay? You don't want any water on it. And then we're going to, we got to put his ears on. I forgot, huh? So right here, dot, 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 and then just fill in like that. Now we've got one ear. And 2 ears. Beginning to look like the little monkey. Clean my dotting tool off. And now I'm going to go and start off with his ears, right? Well, his ears, you're going to do a dot, dot, dot. And then you're going to kind of smear them in. Get your paint on the area and then roll them together. Okay? Then you can even out all the edges from the brown. We've got one ear, right? And then we're going to do his other ear. Remember, you can always go back and make the brown lines wider if you want. and you can fix them, okay? One good thing about this is if you make a mistake, you can wash it off. It's not a problem. Then you're going to fill in up here on the top part, right? You see, I'm just kind of using this to paint. When I paint with brushes, it comes out too thin, and then you've got to go over it, and it's really hard to control a brush when you're painting on these small areas like this. And it's easy to apply a good hefty coat by using the larger edge of the dotting tool. So I'm just filling in all of this. I'll go over and do the details. So now we've got that done, right? Wipe it off. Okay, now we're going to go back to the brown. Now, what we need to do in the brown is I'm going to use the large one because he's got kind of a big mouth. I'm going to dot the side and dot the other side, okay? Then I'm going to dot the bottom part where I'm going to make my U, so to speak. Then I'm going to dot my tool and I'm going to draw my line up there, okay? Now I let this dry a little bit, but you get the idea. There's his mouth, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to do his eyes, right? A little bit of white paint. Oops, ooh, too much. Okay, and I'm going to use the large end of the dotting tool, and we're going to dot his eye. And just spread it around a little bit. There we go. We got one eye, and we've got the other eye. Okay, there we go. Easy greasy. Then you can go around and you can fix the lines a little bit. I'm trying to do this really, really fast. And then you'll follow up, of course, with inside the white. And I would let it dry just a little bit. And you use the small end of the dotting tool. And you're going to apply the inside of his eyes. There we go. Here's my monkey. All right. It was very quick. Now you're going to let this dry. Once it dries quickly. Then you're going to go back and you're going to apply the clear finish. Okay, I use the canned one with my brush. And it dries fairly quickly. Okay, so now you know how to paint a rock. You've already got your label on the back. When this dries completely, you clear coat it and you're ready to hide it. You can write on here words or whatever. You can put little hearts or I have a whole list of things that I write down. Looks like this. You know, that it says be kind or be grateful or be a friend. And I use the dotting tool to do that as well. Like right here, I'd use the smaller end. And you know how you connected the dots in school? That's what I do. Dot, dot, dot. Excuse me. And what I'm going to write in here is be kind, right? So I got my B.